Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise to respond to the question asked by the Honourable Member, and I thank the Honourable Member for the question. Mr. Speaker, sir, the coalition government commitment to transform the housing sector is in alignment with Sustainable Development Goal 11, or SDG 11, which aims to create sustainable, safe, inclusive, and resilient cities and communities. This commitment reflects government's priority to improve Fijians' quality of life by enhancing access to essential services, infrastructure, and by developing a housing sector that is resilient to climate change impacts. Speaker's urbanization is rising both globally and within our country. By 2050, it is projected that 70% of the global population will reside in urban areas, while locally, an additional 30% of our population is expected to live in urban areas by 2030. This rapid growth, urban growth, necessitates adoption of sustainable practices that integrate land development, promote legislative reforms, and enhance urban planning. Hence, the need to review 2011 National Housing Policy to cater for the increasing demand and complexities of housing issues. First, in October 2019, the Cabinet approved the appointment of Housing Sector Policy Advisor, funded by the New Zealand Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, to support the Ministry of Housing in this critical initiative. Speaker, sir, on May 2024, the Ministry conducted a one-day stakeholder consultation workshop. The purpose of the workshop was to discuss key housing sector policy changes, issues and gaps with key stakeholders, and collectively identify strategic opportunities and recommended areas of priority policy focus. Stakeholders present, which included 60 senior representatives from a broad cross-section of the housing sector, participated in thematic group discussions. These sessions were curated to capitalize on the surrounding wealth of knowledge that converged together, reflecting the diverse perspectives and priorities shared by participants across the housing sector in Fiji. And some of the key themes emerging from the workshop include: 1, improve land use and infrastructure planning; 2, greater housing supply; 3, improve regulatory framework; 3, cost, quality, and access to building materials; 4, access to finance and insurance; 5, housing sector information coordination; 6, enhancement of skills and training; and 7, strengthening of climate change resilience. Building upon an extensive policy review and development process, the Ministry designed a draft of the revised National Housing Policy. Mr. Speaker, sir, the revised National Housing Policy integrates insights generated from thorough background research and stakeholder consultations, ensuring strong alignment with Fiji's strategic framework, such as the 3-year National Development Plan, 2025-2027, the 5-year NDP, 2035-2029, that would be launched soon, and the vision outlined in 2050, in Fiji 2050, for a prosperous, inclusive, and sustainable nation. Aligned with NDP's core pillars of economic resilience, people empowerment, and good governance, the revised National Housing Policy aims to foster a robust housing sector that supports economic stability, empowers communities, and operates under effective governance principles. The revised National Housing Policy further aims to be a structured strategic document, delineating a clear vision, outcomes, principles, goals, and strategies. Includes an implementation and action plan to guide the evolution of Fiji's housing sector now and into the future. Mr. Speaker, sir, on 13th of August 2024, the Ministry received approval to initiate Phase 2 of the National Housing Policy review through a broad public consultation process. The Speaker said this, therefore, with an honor and a privilege to announce that we are now officially opening the online submission period of Phase 2 of the National Housing Policy Review. The submission period will remain open until the end of September. And there is a QR link to the questionnaires and the revised National Housing Policy. I'd like to encourage all honourable members to scan the QR code available on the Ministry of Housing social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and share your views and feedback to ultimately help us delve into the most effective strategies for implementation. To all my fellow Fijians watching online, the revised policy document and questionnaires are available on the Ministry of Housing, Facebook, and Instagram social media platforms. And I urge all of you to take time to review the draft policy document and submit your comments to the online platforms. All the feedbacks are very important, very critical, and also crucial in shaping the future of our housing sector. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Minister of Housing Phase 2 consultation includes a scheduled series of face-to-face public consultations throughout the country, offering valuable opportunity for citizens to share their views on the housing sector. And this consultation will be held as follows. On September 18th, we'll start here in Suva, the Suva Civic Center, as well as Nosori Perizol. The next day, September 19th, will be held at the National Multipurpose Court. And the next day, September 20th, it will be held at Singatoka Saipre Mall, 21st, at the Lautokas Perizol, September 23rd, at the Lambas Civic Center, and 24th at the Savu Savu Salvation Army Hall. The Ministry of Housing will meticulously analyze all public submissions and comments, providing a comprehensive summary of consultations outcome to Cabinet alongside final draft of National Housing Policy for consideration and endorsement. The Ministry aims to conclude public consultation and submit the final draft of the revised National Housing Policy to Cabinet by October 2024. Speaker, sir, throughout September, the Minister of Housing will be intensively promoting consultation venues via multiple media channels and communication campaigns. We need everyone's engagement to drive transformative change in Fiji's housing sector and enhance the effectiveness of our policies. I strongly encourage all members of the public to take part in these discussions. The feedback is essential for shaping effective housing policies and driving positive change in the housing sector. Your involvement is critical to addressing our housing needs and shaping a better future for all, leaving no one behind. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you.